On August 5th, 2019, DJ Chaos passed away. Can you tell us how he passed and what was your
Chaos,
reaction when you heard the news?
heart failure, somewhat like a lot of our fallen heroes. I just, we are not young anymore, and we have to take that into consideration. We're getting older, and we got to take care of ourselves, and not just Chaos, but like even Tame, heart. So everybody got to, get themselves checked out and maintain your health.
Was Chaos dealing with health issues though, like leading up to that? Like,
not so much all the time that, but he had a summer where he had some complications.
Gotcha.
And then his kidney failure, his body just basically started shutting down.
What was your immediate reaction when you got the news?
Well, Chaos lived with me, so when he was here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I came home and I found him in his room. And that's probably the first time I said that to anybody. To find it, find him like that, I think about it sometimes. If anything, I think I feel more anger than sadness because I know what we was all doing, even at the time when Chaos passed. You just try to go through days where you just, understand, but then when things go the way they go, you don't understand. And I didn't want to understand. And I was just mad, even when I asked the nurse, EMT, when she told me, just to know that he was gone, I just went outside and I punched the house next door. And I just, something I never expected, no different than Tame. And I think more or less people wonder how I'm doing and the fact of like them both being gone, go from, 2 years apart or whatever they passed. And then it's just nothing. So that to me was the hardest part to deal with. And again, a lot of side picking, as far as the friendship stuff go. Right now is better than it was 3 years ago. I'll say that. And as far as Chaos.
Before we go into Tame though, right? With Chaos though, like, I'm sorry, bro. Like that's just terrible because like that's an image that you can never rid your mind of.
Yeah, without saying too much, I didn't know if he was still alive or not when I found him. So I was trying to do a few things here and there, but and then because the phones today, because I ain't got no landline, it don't go 911 straight to, I ran outside the house after I found him, and just so happened it was a cop outside, and I told him to call the ambulance. They came right away. So if not for that, I would have to wait for them to come to my phone or the cell service instead of like in the house.
Are you still living in the same house?
Yes.
What is the energy inside of the house after he had passed away?
Well, of course, everything got taken out of the room. So, it just became empty. I'll say that. Like, even for me, with Chaos passing and him living here, sometimes I would come in the house from the back door and I knew he was on the couch and I would see his head while he was on the couch. And still to this day, I hope that I would, I have visions of him sitting in that living room when I come in the door. So it's still hard, because you're used to somebody being there. and they're not there. So that, like, also with Lynn, for me, to have him DJ for me now, and gradually we got into that. You know, even me, I've known Lynn since I was 18 years old, maybe 17, 18 years old. It made sense for him to be, even before Tame died, to be our DJ at the time because he was friends with Kaos. Went to high school with him. They lived around the corner from each other. So almost having Lynn is like having Kaos there. On stage, I can close my eyes and feel like it's Kaos there because they are similar in the way they DJ and style. But the comfortability for me, trust me, it wasn't easy after he died having other people DJ because it's not, they don't know. They don't know the songs. They don't know, what the cues, nothing like that. So with Lynn, when we went out with him, it was like that. I gave him Chaos hard drive. He dumped everything in there. So everything is in his laptop and it's familiar. And I don't have to turn around to look at Lynn. I got to do all this, song about to be over. Like, that is the best. Like, that's the one thing when you have somebody like Chaos and he's gone, you didn't have to turn around. You didn't have to say, yo, get ready to hook about to start or nothing like that. Only time I would turn around is if he did something that I didn't know about or some funny shit might happen. So, like, to have Lynn go on the road with me now by myself. So, with me, Tame, and Chaos, me, Tame, and Lynn, now it's me and Lynn. So, but I let people know that, like, I'm not sad. I want people to know that. I've had my time for that. I didn't have too much time to grieve, even at the time, because if anybody that follows me knows things that have been going on. So that was hard for me, when it came to that. But we get into that. But yeah, Chaos was an integral part. But to have Lynn now is almost like I said, I close my eyes, feel like that's Chaos back there.
Do you feel Chaos's like spirit in the house though?
Hell yes, bro.
That's what I really wanted to know.
Trust me, look, and I'm that guy. I'm that guy, and I have a lot of friends that's into the spiritual world.
Because I saw you said before that he speaks to you through other people in regular life, right? Doing things to fuck with you.
Yeah, like, Chaos had this thing. We both had this thing. We call it rap to rest. So, like, you could have a normal day. Somebody will say something to you, but it'll be like a line from a song, but you'll say it out loud and act it out. And they'll be like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, no, don't mind him. That's his rap to rest. You done said something, but you don't realize you said a line from a song. Now he's saying the song out loud. So, like, Chaos would get out of nowhere. It'd be in the middle of the night on tour or some shit like that. He just blurred out something like, nigga, I'm like, what made you say that? Why is that in your head? Why that song? I don't know, yo. You know what I'm saying? I just came out. He was like, you rap to rap, motherfucker. That's what that was. So, like, yeah, I have, and the reason why I can't be sad because I'm tied too close to the time when he wasn't here. I'm tied to him when he was here, so I have no time to think about when he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Continuously through the day, on tour, conversation. It'll be shit that'll go on through the day. Like if Chaos was here right now, that shit would have made him laugh. Or I know he would have said something about this. So like, I only have time for stuff like that. And it's like that with Tame too. When you have so many memories of a person and they're all like the same, they're either involved with music, being involved in music, being on something is going to be musical because that's what we did the most together. But when we was on tour, Tame and Chaos trusted me to be the ranger. You know what I'm saying? Be the guide, L. Come on, let's You know what I'm saying? Because that's what my responsibility was, to make sure we was all good. So like when I think of both of them, I think about now going forward, like if they was here right now, they would say this about this. Because there's a lot of stuff going on right now that's very good for myself. Some, I've posted some things about it, but, I'm just trying to move into a different world of doing this music. I put out a lot of records over the years. Right now, I'm signed to Empire Records Publishing. So if you watch BMF or Raising Canaan this past season, show on Apple TV called Dope Thief with Michael Tyler Henry. He and the guy that played Pablo Escobar, he's in the show too. And they play dope addicts that rob drug houses.
Right.
And they pose as DA agents. So they think they coming to arrest them, but they stealing the drugs and money. So I have a song on one of the episode 4, and there's a music supervisor that works for Empire right now, and there's a certain artist that we all work together that's on Empire, and these songs are being picked for these shows, but we're recording the songs for the shows, not necessarily for one show, but just if you know these power shows, you know what they're about. So it's kind of easy to draw up songs about, but you got to know the show. So right now, I'm have songs submitted to BMF 3-4 seasons last season. And I don't know where half of these songs will end up, but they get chosen. And I just sit back and wait until they tell me they got picked. So to be in this world, I get to see a whole other part of the game. I like this game. I like the fact that even though you have to wait, the money is good. But I say good in a way of where you're not struggling to get it and you're not busting your ass on tour to get it. But it still takes work and you want the song to be picked. So this is where I'm at right now. But still making records, still about to put out a gang of stuff. So for the last 2 years, this is what I've been doing. And I'm grateful. A lot of people are bugging out because, like, yo, I'm watching this damn BMF. Is that you in the back? Like, yeah, it's in the background. So, like, and it's like, what do you say? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I can't tell people, hey, yo, like, I can't say nothing beforehand because I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll know when the episode comes. But even that, I don't want to say, yo, I'm going to be an episode of such. Yo, just watch that shit. It'll probably be a song. That's all I'm going to say. But I probably more than likely won't say nothing anyway till after it's over, because that's what we're supposed to do anyway.
That's so dope, man. Like, that's definitely another avenue for you, another lane to be a part of, still doing what you love. But
right.
I'm sure, like, for you, it's so interesting to see the visual that they pair with what you put down.
Like, we just do the song. My man submits the song. We don't know if we're going to add of say maybe 911 songs from all these different people. We don't know. It goes to the supervisor and then to the editing team. And the editing team takes these songs and they try to figure out which one's going to fit in the scene. It's not,
but do they try to tell you, like, we want like a dark ominous tone, kind of like we want this?
They'll tell you what the theme is for the show. These shows are from the 90s. So you're talking about 93, 94, now going into 95, 96 with the Raising Canaan. Right. Then they're doing a whole nother show for when 50 character gets older. So they make him lift weights now to be like 50 size or whatever. So they picking songs for those shows right now. And I got songs. So I know I'm already in the next season of Raising Canaan with 3 songs, but we don't know when they're gonna get picked. I'm saying a lot right now, but because people have seen the shows and they're like, how the fuck did you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You know, I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it. So like, you know, but I'm surrounded by people that's got my interest at heart. You know, my man Vinny Kumar, you know, that's my brother, you know, he's a good dude. And he's doing a lot of good work for a lot of us that he feels has been patient. And, you know, if this is repayment for being patient, I'm ready to work. See?
Man, shout out to 50. It's so crazy to watch his journey as far as like going from dominating music to now dominating television and
Everything. Word
the,
up.
that's
And
crazy.
everybody watching the show, no matter what happens, they watching them shows, bro.
Right, right.
They watching them.